going on, y'all? It's your boy Top Notch from Mic Check Television, and today we got an exclusive interview with a man that has changed the game in the world as we know it. And ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome to Mic Check Television the great legendary Freeway, Rick Ross. How you doing, brother? You all right? Oh, good, good. Well, today, basically, we're going to talk to Rick about a few things. And first of all, we'd like to start off by asking you, where exactly do you hail from?
Well, I live in California. I've been living there since I was 3 years old. Okay. And I consider California my residence, but you know, the earth is my turf.
All right, all right.
You know what I'm saying? I travel the world, you know,
Exactly.
well, as far as I can. You know, I'm still on parole, so
Right.
I can't go anywhere I want to. I had to get special permission from the PO.
Right.
And but you know, I love everywhere, man. I'm loving Nashville for my first time,
It's
man.
great.
It's my first time
Great.
coming
Yeah,
here.
you was telling me earlier, ladies and gentlemen, we was talking about like the food, and you're falling in love with one place that is known all around Nashville.
I'm going back there today, Farmers Market.
Right.
I'm going back to Farmers Market today. I can't wait to get there.
Yeah, so as a child, I frequent Farmers Market, and that's a place that amongst the African American community is known and loved by all here. So I know the people are going to go crazy over that. Yeah. Freeway Rick Ross loves Farmers Market. So you know, yeah, that's big. That's super big. Also, I like to ask you about your you said that you travel the world, and I like to ask you what things, like you say you do public speaking, what places and that have you public spoke at? Could you expound on that a little bit?
I've been Stanford University, UCLA, USC Law School, St. Francis University, Morehouse, and I don't know how many high schools. One time I did like 13 high schools in Chicago in 1 week, New York, LA. I mean, I speak all over, you know, Detroit. Wow. You know, that's what I'm doing now. I'm going around educating kids about my past life because I believe that there's been a trap set to grab the young black entrepreneur spirit, you know, because I believe that the first businessman that you meet coming up in the ghetto usually is a drug dealer. Right. And you have a knack, if you have an entrepreneur spirit, to gravitate toward business. And in our neighborhoods, the first business that I mean, and it's crazy that that's how it is, but that's how it is. You know, ain't no lawyers in our neighborhood. Ain't no doctors, ain't no guys owning gas stations. So the first guy that you see in our neighborhood that's doing good, it's the drug dealer.
That is so true. That is so true. Now, so far as a lot of people may not know who Rick Ross is or where Rick Ross come from. So as a favor to, I love hearing this story, and as a favor to me and everybody else, should you just give us a little background on your life before where you are now?
Yeah. Well, they can Google me, Wikipedia me.
That's that new age stuff.
Yeah. But man, I was just a normal kid growing up in the ghetto, but I found myself looking for an opportunity.
Right.
You know, my opportunities have been made small because of the ability not being able to read or write. You know, I couldn't read or write till I was 28 years old, sitting in prison with a life sentence before I finally started to read or write. So I turned to the streets. You know, I was a tennis player with the tennis ability to go to college. I had offers to go to college, but I couldn't read or write. So I went back to the streets and started selling cocaine.
Right. And once you started selling cocaine, the legend is that you got really good at it.
Yeah, I was pretty big. One time I was probably the biggest drug dealer in LA. You know, a crack dealer for sure. I'm credited for being, and some people are, the first millionaire crack dealer in the world, maybe. Right. You know, I made $1 million a day, 2 years straight, and some days I would make $3 million. That's just amazing. You know, so I made quite a bit of money. A lot of money went through my hand. Then when I went to trial, you know, when I got that life sentence, it was discovered that the guy that I was getting my drugs from was a Nicaraguan Contra, and he was on the CIA payroll. So technically, he was a CIA agent.
Right. Right.
And it was just so much, man. You know, with the Contras, with Ronald Reagan. You know, we found out that Ronald Reagan and George Bush supported the Contras.
Exactly.
Knew that they were selling drugs.
Right.
But everybody turned a blind eye. You know, while Nancy Reagan was saying, just say no to drugs, Ronald Reagan and George Bush was saying, act like you don't know.
Right. Wow. That is an amazing story, and I love hearing that every time. I read about you so much, and just things that we read about. You know, it's good to finally be here with the actual real person. So once again, I like to say it's an honor having you on Mike Check Television.
I'm glad to be here, man. I'm glad to be here.
Now, I'm just checking over my notes here, and also that you're real big on community work.
Yeah.
And so could you talk a little bit about the community
that's my way,
work that you've done?
That's my way to redeem myself, I feel. I feel that, matter of fact, you know, I had dinner with Farrakhan, and one of the things that he told me is that all the time I spend in the drug game, all my time I spent in prison, with the two combined, is 28 years. You know, I did 20 years in prison and 8 years in the drug business, almost 9 years total. So he said that the way that I could make my time not be wasted is if I took that time and I learn from it, and then I'm able to share that with other people to stop them from going down the same road.
Right.
So that's what I'm advocating on right now. You know, going around the country, teaching these young cats, man, that they are smart. I mean, and just because you don't do well in school don't make you not smart.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Because sometimes they don't know how to teach school to us. Because I learned how to read in 2 weeks. Next thing, I was reading law books. I wound up winning my case. With my lawyer, who I paid him $180,000, he couldn't do it. I did it myself. So that shows me my brilliance. This guy graduated from Harvard Law School, top of his class. So it showed me my brilliance from a whole different level that I never thought that I could do, but I was put under a type of pressure that made me do it.
Right, that is amazing. And that's also a great testimony to a lot of these young kids that are having problems, that may be dyslexia, suffering from dyslexia.
But it might not even be them, it might be the teacher.
Exactly.
It might be the teacher. Sometimes, you know, if the kids ain't doing good, you can't just say the kids is dumb or the kids is bad.
Right.
We got to go in there and check these teachers. What is you teaching?
That's right.
How are you teaching? Are you teaching with love, or you just here to get a check? Because a lot of times they just want that check.
Exactly. And that's amazing that a person of your stature is out here advocating for us. We need more people like you, the common man that has taken something and done something that where everybody put such a bad light on it, but you're able to turn it around, and that's super fantastic. Also, now he's not only doing the good public work and going and speaking everywhere, he has a love for music, which is something that I have a love for too, and he manages artists. So could you talk a little bit about the management work that you do?
Yeah, we have a company called FREEWAY Music Group, and what we do is we helping artists get on. You know, a lot of artists don't really know what it takes right now, because they had this dream that somebody's gonna come from heaven almost and give them $1 million to go out and make their records, and that's just not the way it goes. You know, you have to come out here in these streets, you have to grind, you have to build your name, you have to market. I mean, you have to develop yourself, because the labels are not doing that anymore. And so we're trying to help artists with that end of it.
That's wonderful. I think that's wonderful that you do that. Now, also, you said you have a website, a social network website. Could you tell us the name of that and tell people what to do?
FreeWayEnterprise.com. It's a website where you can go put your pictures, your music, your videos, and it don't cost you nothing. Not like World Star. You know what I'm saying? They're going to charge you to put your video on. We putting your video on for free. So, you know, when you deal with us, it ain't going to cost you a dime.
All right, y'all heard it now. So go out there and do what you need to do, guys and ladies.
And you get national exposure, too. It's a national website.
Oh, wonderful. So, guys, it's FREEWAYEnterprise.com. I'm correct?
Yep.
FREEWAYEnterprise.com. Log on. One more thing. Also, too, not only does he does the hip hop music and rap, do the music thing, but I know that you guys see that we have something that there's not gerbils or hamsters and nothing like that. It's hair. He's into the hair business. So, you know, what would ex-big boy D-boy / now public philanthropist is doing with some hair?
Man, this hair is a $60 billion a year industry.
Wow.
I just discovered it recently, and we don't play a part of it. I mean, we do play a part of it, but we don't play a part of the entrepreneurial end.
Right.
And I'm an entrepreneur to the heart. You know what I'm saying? If some money involved, I want to know about it.
Right.
Well, once it was brought to my attention that they were making this kind of money in the hair industry, I mean, I had to jump in with both feet. So, you know, right now I'm going to India myself, importing the hair from India, and the main part right now, what I'm doing is going around educating people. Because most people, they go to the little Korean store, beauty supply store, and they buy this hair for $29, trying to get the look that Beyonce has.
Exactly.
And this $29 look is only going to last you 2 weeks, a week, month, and then you got to go and do it all over again. Well, with this hair right here, this is real human hair. This hair lasts you 2 years. Hey,
ladies and gentlemen, I felt it earlier. It's the real deal. It's really soft. I thought my ex-baby mama was here. You know? It's the real deal, though.
So I just go around. I'm teaching them about the hair. You know, not only how they can save money by buying hair that's a little more expensive, but also how the guys can hustle this hair. Yeah. I'm teaching a lot of people right now, probably since I've been in it, at least 60 or 70 people that I've taught how to get in the hair business. And we plan on taking this hair business over. That's
wonderful that he is stimulating commerce amongst young guys that, and probably more than likely, pretty sure, saving a life or two in the end, because if they can't sell hair, they're going to sell hair. You understand? So it's good that, you know, that you're doing that for us.
And we got to have something for our kids.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
you can tell them, okay, don't go sell drugs. And they're going, okay, what I'm going to do? McDonald's ain't going to hire me.
Right.
Where I'm going to get a job at? Because even if they want to work at McDonald's, they're not hiring.
Right.
So, you know, it's tough. So I think that this is another way that we can open up doors for us. And then we can take the money that we make from this and start investing in our community. Just one of those $60 billion could do so much for so many black communities as far as opening up businesses and whatnot.
That's great. That's great. Now, we've talked about a lot of things. Now, we're going to go back to the public service work that you do, because you're in town basically for that reason.
Absolutely.
And so could you talk a little bit and maybe introduce the brother that's sitting to the side of you, and you guys can tell us a little bit about the Ali Elite Charity Basketball game that you're basically they're here for. So could you guys talk about that?
Yeah, we met at a skateboard show.
Yeah, in L.A.
In L.A. He was out in L.A. at a skateboard show, and he recognized, we talked. He was like, man, you need to come down there to Nashville and talk to my kids. And I was like, man, if you get me down there, I'll come. And he's been working on, you know, because it ain't easy for me to move around. I'm still on parole.
Right. Exactly.
And I ain't on no regular parole. Yeah. I'm on high level parole. I mean,
$1 million a day, I'm pretty sure.
I mean, whoever I go to see, they going through you with a fine tooth comb. Oh, where he been? What he do?
Right.
Is he a drug dealer? You know, so they put him through that. He could tell you a little bit about it.
It was tough. It was tough getting him down here, but we got him here. You know, I'm glad. He's here for my charity event at Fish University. It's a basketball game to raise awareness for cancer.
Right.
And also the proceeds from the game goes to help out a kid named Tyrese Turner, who has brain cancer. He's 6 years old. He's one of the kids that I mentor. Right. So, you know, it's a great cause. I'm glad he's down here. I'm happy.
That's good. Now, ladies and gentlemen, look at these guys here. Look at what you, now this is to me America. You know, you get a chance to do something good. This brother don't look like the typical brother that you would see working with kids and talking to them, you know, about staying out of trouble and doing anything. And now he's doing a benefit for cancer. So y'all make sure y'all go over to Fisk University. You know, all my Fiskites, you know, get them up.
Yeah, get it right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so go over there and support this movement. What time will it start?
The game starts at 3 p.m.
At 3 p.m.,
yeah,
okay.
And it's over at 6. We're giving away school supplies. We're going to have a few giveaways.
Right,
you know.
right.
And Uncle Rick going to get out on the court, shoot a few jumpers.
Gonna show him that killer crossover.
I ain't played no basketball in 3 years, but I'm going to get out there and try. You know, it's for the kids.
Yeah.
And even if y'all can't come out, man, y'all really need to get behind this dude, man. This dude, he took kids all the way out to L.A., man. I'm really impressed with him. He's a young guy. And we need to get behind guys that are showing a different image, man. Right now, they're showing a dirty image of us. You know what I'm saying? They got these guys on TV, and the only images they showing of us is thugs, gangsters, hoodlums, and these guys that they doing this with never gangbang, never sold drugs, and are not hoodlums, but they paint that picture of the black American. And I think that it's a bad reputation for us to be getting, because we got guys like him who never gangbang, never sold drugs, and nobody will get behind him because he has that image that he look just like these other guys.
Exactly. Now, speaking of image, we all know that your name and another guy that uses your name is a part of what built his image. And you know, you got some things going on with that. Would you like to expound on that a little bit and talk to the people?
You know, I've been in a lawsuit since I've been home. I've been home 3 years, and I've been fighting to get my name back, because I think that what they have done is they took my name and authenticated this guy.
Right.
This guy now is like a real Gucci bag.
Right.
But he's not really a Gucci bag.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He
was a swap meet, flea market bag. They done put the Gucci label on it.
Right.
And they're fighting hard to keep that label on it. I mean, they say they spent $1 million already fighting me to keep my name. Lawyers, when I go to court, they got 9 lawyers sitting in the courtroom to make sure that this guy keeps my name, because they want that image. They want our kids to still believe that you can come out here and sell drugs and get rich and not go to prison. I mean, I think that these images are terrible to be paying for our kids.
You're right. You're 100% correct.
So yeah, I'm fighting with everything I got. I ain't gonna quit. You know, if this court say no, I'm going to the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeal. If they say no, I'm going to the Supreme Court.
Right.
You know, I'm gonna do everything I can to derail this plot that I believe that these big corporations have to incarcerate the young black.
Exactly. So once again, we'd like to thank you for coming out. It's been an honor talking to you. My brother, your name again?
Ty.
Ty, that's right. Big Ty right here. Y'all make sure y'all go to the basketball game. Ali Elite Charity Basketball. Also, this brother has a clothing line as well. You know what I'm saying? He's rocking one of the hats. I'm trying to, give me one for the frizzle if I can. I ain't too proud of big, you feel me?
We got you. You know
what I'm saying?
We got you.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get on, but definitely we thank y'all for coming and hanging out at the show and coming to Nashville. And thank you for bringing a legend, not only a street legend, but a legend amongst black and African-American entrepreneurship, changing from one thing and evolving into something different, man. It's such an inspirational story to us all. We definitely thank the both of you guys for coming by Mic Check Television, and I'm sharing a little bit of your story and a little bit of what you got going on for us. And I'm gonna make sure all my side chicks get some of that hair, because I like the way it felt, you know? So
you can also check it out on the website, AliLifestyleLLC.com.
AliLifestyleLLC.com. Don't forget FreewayEnterprise.com. Make sure y'all check it out, man. And that's about doing it for this segment of Mic Check TV. It's your boy Top Notch. I'm signing off with Freeway Ricky Ross and my man Big Ty. And we out of here, y'all. We love y'all. Peace and blessings. Y'all keep your head up. All right.